I'm okay. My dog's okay. I'm staying with friends, so I'm doing all right.
But you were evacuated, huh?
Yeah. Well, I was up on a hill and trees were falling down. We lost power pretty much immediately, so um, nothing was on fire there, but we were all sort of evacuated. I'm okay. My dog's okay. I'm staying with friends, so I'm doing all right.
Hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita live stream of January the 17th, 2025. What will Alita be like in the sequels? Where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gundam, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, Muskogee Creek from Denver, Colorado. And before we get going, we started a GoFundMe page, and right now it's got a $3,500 short-term goal on it, but that's the way GoFundMe operates. I think I put 10,000 or something like that as the goal, the ultimate goal. And we hope to raise that. And you could see from the video that Rosa is okay. She's staying with friends. So I know I was relieved when I saw that video because Rosa is very special to us, in the Alita Army. And just a second. I sent her an email saying that the Alita Army was here for her, and then we loved her, and we're on her side and all that good stuff. Okay, so we got that going, and I will remind everybody about the Fires fundraiser that we got going on the GoFundMe. So kind of keep an eye on that one. All right, now we can get to the guests, and I guess with us from Deutschland is going to be Smendrick19, Grüß Gott, Smendrick.
Hello, Hunter Warriors. Hello, Creaky. How are you? Hope you are fine.
Yes, we're doing fine, and we're about to get some snow here. Probably anywhere from 5 to 8 inches. So we're going to get snowed in this weekend more than likely.
Whoa.
So yeah, that's Colorado weather. The locals around here say if you don't like our weather, stick around for about 10 minutes. That's the way it works. And from the Shires in the UK, we have Vladdy. How's it going, Vladdy?
Hello. And here it's just regular grey British weather.
Yeah, well, that's the way it works too over there,
Indeed.
right?
At least it's not damp and foggy now.
Oh,
now
that's
it's just
good.
grey and dry.
Yeah. So Vladdy, I played that video that you put up on, I guess on X.
Oh, you played it already?
Yeah, I played it. So
you must have played it right at the start.
Yeah, I did. I played it right after the intro. I wanted to get into it right quickly.
Oh yeah. Damn, you should play it again.
Well, I had sent Rosa an email saying, "Are you okay?" And she probably got a ton of emails to be sure. So but from the video, we know she's okay. And we don't know Alita Killing Angel. We don't know if her house burned down.
No, her house did not burn down.
No, because it's not in her local area where she's where her house is.
What, the fire?
Yeah, the fire's not.
It got pretty close.
Oh, it's close, but it's not. It's in Palisades, California.
There's a freeway in the way.
Yeah, there's a freeway and all that between where she lives and where Palisades is. So so far, but now I think in the video she said some trees came down and it knocked power out and stuff like that. So she's staying with friends. So as of that time, that video, she's doing great. But like I said, I sent her an email saying, "Hey, we're here for you, Rosa." So hopefully everything will work out for her and her house won't be damaged or anything like that. So, Alita Rave is coming in under an alias.
Oh.
I can't pronounce that last name. Dagmar Eimer?
Eimer. It's the German word for how do you call this? Bin? Don't know.
Well, like a rubbish bin.
Oh, it's not a rubbish bin, hopefully.
What was he saying? Bin?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What else is been there?
Oh, okay.
How
And
do wait a
he said
second?
bingo. That's it. Oh, Imar's is mother's maiden name. So, wow. Well, that's like my last name.
Bucket.
In
Bucket is the correct word.
Bucket, yeah,
Sorry.
bucket. Yeah, well, that's like my last name in French means new village. So, and from Queensland, Australia, down there in Bris, Vegas, we have Angelus. How's it going, Angelus?
Fantastic.
Cool.
Hey,
Better
Angelus.
than LA.
Yeah. And Angelus, Angelus put some money in there, so we appreciate that. You know, the Creek's going to be putting money in there right and left, you know, because
Yeah, come on, guys. There's a new Alita challenge for you. Try to match my donation.
Yeah.
What did you donate?
99
Of
US
course.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else?
Of course. And the Creek's going to put some money in there as well. So, you know, that's going to help. Now, by the way, if you're a little bit worried about putting your name on the internet or something like that, there is an option on that GoFundMe page where you can list your name as anonymous, so you don't have to, you know, put your name on the internet or something like that. So, you know, it's up to you. I mean, but we sure hope we can get some donations there and help the victims there around LA, you know, because they're going through a tough time right now. We want to make sure we help them, you know.
Including the animals.
That's right, the animals. Yeah. Well, Rosa said her dog was okay, so you know that we know one animal's okay at least, you know. So
Love you, Mindy.
I'm sorry.
It's Mindy, isn't it?
Mindy,
Vladdy?
yeah, Mindy, yeah.
Yeah. He's doing
Yep.
fine. We're all staying with at his friend's house.
Yeah, and I guess Alita Rave says he's going to do a contribution. So, well, yeah, I appreciate the kudos there, but this is not about the Creek. This is about the folks in LA. So, but I appreciate the kudos at least. So, oh, and by the way, let me put, if anybody wants to come on, I guess let me put a link.
Yeah.
Put a link in the chat, you know, and then this is going to be the same link that we're going to use for the Stomtish
Maybe
later.
Dagmar could come to the stream.
Yeah, maybe he can. So
She.
No, he.
Yeah, Dagmar is
He. That's a he.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a he. Yeah. So anyway, there's the link. Click on it. We'll bring you in, and you know, we can talk about Alita and that kind of stuff. Okay, so moving right along, I guess in a somewhat related topic, I guess. But I'm so sure Rosa's not worried about this too much right now. But we do have her Queen Studios bust, and whenever she's ready for it, we're going to get it to her, you know. So any way she wants it too. There's no requirements or stipulations on this thing. Anyway, anyhow she wants it, you know. We're going to give that to our Queen, and it's not a gift. This is an award from us to show our appreciation, our admiration, and our affection for our Queen, you know, because she's great. And we're all sorry she's going through this period right now. But of course, a lot of people in LA are going through that period as well. So, but Rosa, if you're watching, whenever time's right, you know, just let us know. We'll get this to you. And we got the Alita sequel petition going on, and I checked about an hour before the stream here, and we've got certainly well over 178,000 subscribers, and I think this is for 13 weeks, I think, something like that, in the ballpark, plus or minus a week. So we're averaging about probably 10 or 11, you know, signatures per week. You know, I was promoting I guess on Netflix, I was doing some promotion for the movie, you know, so maybe that helps some. And of course, it being on Netflix, certainly their viewership's a lot bigger than the Creek. So, you know, that probably helped as well. So, and I think Charlie Smith has been really giving us some encouraging statistics on this about how Alita's got over 27 million views or something like that. And if you if you assume that a household is watching it where there's at least 2 people, then that's probably over 50 million people watching this. So that's a really positive sign right there. And we hope that this is a factor in getting the sequel, and maybe Disney will see that. And there's a link you see under the image there on the screen. That link is also down in the description, for the stream. And click on that, and you can sign the petition by just putting your name and your name and your email address in there. And you can stipulate that to be anonymous as well, so you don't have to, put your name there. I mean, you do have to put your name in there, but you can stipulate it not to be shown to everybody on the internet. And you can also, if you want, you can donate to doing some promotion here, but you don't have to. If all you have to do, if all you need to do or can do is just sign the petition, we welcome that. You will have done your part as the Alita Army. So we certainly would appreciate the signatures here as well. That lets Disney know that we are serious about that sequel, and we want to remind them every time we get a chance. And the Creek Indians YouTube channel is approaching 240,000 subscribers. I suspect I might hit 250,000 next month, but we'll see. The main thing for this is I want as many eyes on Alita as I can get. That way we can, help. Maybe that'll factor in helping getting the sequel when they say, oh man, look at all these subscribers that this guy has. And all he does is videos about Alita and Rosa, and that's it. That's all I do. I don't do anything else on this channel except that. Videos about Alita and our Queen Rosa. So anyway, you can see we're all in this together, and you see, and that's just a few of the folks that have channels, YouTube channels. Certainly the Alita Army. There's 2 Alita armies you see up there, but the Alita Army that does Radio Chaos certainly has a channel, and Turlo Dorman's channel, Alita Army, also, and so does Chaos Nova. He does streams and so forth, and Kran, and there's a bunch of others there. So check those folks out. If you go to my channel, I'm promoting them. I'm featuring their channels, and you can click on them and go look, what they do. Now, some of them are not dedicated to Alita, just to Alita. Like, for instance, KranberriJam. She does do Alita stuff, but she also does a lot of artwork. Culture Casino also has a really good channel. I get on there as much as I can. And he's an Alita Army member, but he doesn't do a lot of Alita stuff. Also, Science Fiction Remnant is on there, and they do, they're in the Alita Army as well. But they do all kinds of general science fiction stuff. But there's a bunch on there. It's not just it's not just for folks with only that do Alita. It's as long as they're on the Alita Army, I love I love doing the promotion for them or having them featured on my channel. So. And we have the Alita Gaming Network. And I think this Monday we are going again to try to show the anime for Rusty Angel on there. I know Mandatory Carry wanted it. And we were going to do it last Monday, but we couldn't pull it off. I think Smendrick was busy. He couldn't go, and Mandatory Carry couldn't do it last Monday. So I was the only one. Well, I think, Smendrick, you were on Discord, but you had
but
you had to leave.
we could postpone it, so don't worry.
Yeah, the link for the LA Fire donation should be down in the description, down below the screen here, if you want to check it out. I believe it is. Let me check my other machine just to make sure. I think it is, though.
Help the Alita Army support the LA Fire.
Yes, yeah, it's down there. Yep, it's there. So click on that.
What charity is it supporting specifically?
We haven't picked one yet, but we can certainly find one. There's no doubt about it. You know, I think we got like $310 in the Alita Army bank account. We'll throw that in there with it, you know. So, but anyway, we do all kinds of stuff on the Alita Gaming Network. We do watch parties. If you're an artist, you can upload your stuff on there. We certainly promote live streams, and not just this live stream. We promote Radio Chaos live stream. Chaos Nova does live streams. I know Odd John Hoots has done a live stream as well as Alita Lore. And whoa, look at that! All right,
was just doing a live stream. Whoa, $500.
Yes. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do on that one, Alita Rave. I'm going to match that, buddy. So we'll put, yeah.
Have you, maybe we could discuss this in a meeting or something, but was there any further discussions with anyone about the LA Times ad or anything in terms of like money could be used for that?
Yeah, well, we don't have a lot of money, so we were going to go with the LA Times ad.
We've got 1,000 right there.
Well, that's a bunch of money, the LA Times ad. We don't have that kind of money in the account. And of course, Alita Killing Angel appreciates it for sure. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Alita Rave. I'm going to match your $500. So I'm going to put that in there as myself. So, yeah, we're just all doing our part. Yeah, we certainly want to help the people out there, man. That's horrible. I know we've had wildfires here, and I know I guess I can't remember his handle now. I just had it on the tip of my tongue, you know. But do not stand by. We had a wildfire here about a couple of years ago, I guess, and it came fairly close to my house here, but up there where Do Not Stand By lives, one of his friends' house burned down from it. So it's awful, man. And you know, we need to help those folks.
Sorry, whose house burned down?
Do Not Stand By's friend.
Oh my God.
Their house burned down. Yeah, that was, you know. And we did start a GoFundMe for him, but he said, no, I don't want your gratuity or anything. You know, he said, my insurance will take care of it and stuff like that. And we raised some money on it, but what we ended up doing is giving it to UNICEF Children's Fund, you know, so that helped, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway. All right, but anyway, if you can, check out the Alita Gaming Network. You know, all you need is a Discord user ID. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free. You click on that link right there. What is this, Angela?
That's for you, Alita Rave.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks.
Alita Army salutes you.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, but you click on that link. It's down in the description below the screen, your screen there, and you'll get that invite. And you can click on that, and you will be a part of the Alita Gaming Network. And you don't need permission to upload stuff from me or Matu. You know, Matu helps me kind of manage it, and we haven't had any issues. So because the Alita Army is really great about stuff like that. You know, we're all on here just having fun. And it's very small. We're not really promoting it or pushing it right now. So eventually we probably will, you know, but I don't know. I haven't checked how many folks are on it. It was 38, wasn't it? Or 39 at one point. I can't remember. But yeah, it's very small and intimate right now, which kind of makes it kind of neat, I think, you know, in a lot of ways. Okay, well, we get into the main topic, I guess, and we've done a couple of topics on this similar to this. We haven't brought it all together like that. Now, that last bullet you see there, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because we're going to go over that in Radio Chaos tomorrow. But I do want to basically talk about what we can expect out of Alita Fallen Angel and Alita Avenging Angel. I have a lot of confidence. I mean, my confidence is super high that Alita Fallen Angel is going to take place, and we got a pretty good shot of Alita Avenging Angel also taking place. You know,
Cameron did say he was making the new.
He was making two. That's right. You know,
Well, it could be 3, 4, 5.
Oh, the Creek wants as
Plural,
many as
the
he can
sky's the
get.
limit.
Yeah,
Come
the
on,
Creek.
Cameron.
Yeah, the Creek
We
wants
don't
a
need
ton of
7
them.
Terminator movies. We need at least 3 Alita movies.
Yes. So anyway, we're going to talk about basically what we can expect in terms of themes or plots and what's going on, stuff like that in those two. Now, we have had a couple of stream on that in the past. And we had another stream that kind of addressed, what Alita was going to be like in the sequel itself, the first sequel. But we haven't put it all together and tied it up into 2 sequels. So we're going to talk a little bit about her personality because it changes depending on what arc she's in. For instance, in the Alita Battle Angel, she was, basically she didn't have her memory when Ito discovered her in the scrapyard, and she was just like a little cutesy little teenage girl, running around Iron City, meeting Hugo and falling in love with Hugo and stuff like that. And then things kind of go sideways on her. And she starts learning about her past, when she gets into these life-threatening situations. And I guess her mental, her maturity, I guess, kind of increases a lot, over the course of the movie until she goes from being what you would think would be a 14-year-old teenager, although she's over 300 years old, because she was, fought in the Great War of the Fall in the 23rd century. But she goes to just being a normal everyday teenage girl living in a dystopian environment to a full-out berserker warrior, type thing, and starting to discover her past, so her personality shifts in that movie alone. Now in Alita Fallen Angel, we're going to talk about that. There'll probably be another shift in her personality, and there will probably be another shift in her personality when she gets into Avenging Angel. So we're going to talk about all of those. If they do more movies other than 2 and 3, which the Creek would sure love it if they did that, it will probably shift again because, eventually, depending on how far they go, if she gets in that Imaginos body, her personality is going to be a lot different than it was in Alita Battle Angel, So we're going to get to see a lot of diverse personality type traits out of her over the course of her, self-discovery and the course of her, lifetime or whatever, so we're going to see a lot there. And then we're going to very briefly touch on what's next in 2025, but not in any detail at all, because I want to save that for Radio Chaos tomorrow. Any thoughts, guys, before we jump into it?
Well, yeah, she's definitely, because she's had character development, her personality will be different.
Yes. Yeah, I think it will be it'll be different from movie to movie to movie. Now,
but it shouldn't be a complete
sea
change.
I don't
still
think
retain
so.
A lot of personality.
Oh yeah. Well, you think about your own lives. Think about how much you've changed since you were a teenager.
Exactly. Surely she'll always be a caring.
Yeah, she'll always be a sweet girl, and stuff like that, with the ability to cut your head off if you threaten her or her family.
Yeah.
But, I think you're right, Lottie. I don't think her basic foundational personality itself won't change a lot, just some of the circumstances she would go through, that's going to cause her to make some changes to her personality, or it will change her personality. Okay, so anyway, in Alita Fallen Angel, I've talked about this before, and we've had streams, I guess, on this on the Alita live stream and in Radio Chaos about what we can expect. But certainly, I believe that what's going to happen. Now, I have no inside information on this, so don't take this to the bank. This may not pan out exactly like this. But I do have a strong feeling that in the sequel, we will probably see her play motorball against Joshigan, because that's the way the end of the Alita Battle Angel ended, with her, about to play in her first match, in the Champions League, pointing her Damascus blade up to Zalem to let that rascal Nova know, I'm coming for you, big boy. And she is, but she's going to be playing motorball in an attempt to get there, would be my guess. We also might see her in a fight with Zerker Pan, because if I had my way for Alita Fallen Angel, and just what my own opinion, non-insider opinion about James Cameron, the way he, I think the next movie is going to be 3 hours, is what I think. And
hopefully,
that's my opinion and nothing else,
It definitely won't be like tied to 2 hours like the last one.
Yeah, well, if they tried to get both of those into 2 hours, they would have to leave out a lot. It'd jump around too much, I think. So, I just really think that, I think they're going to have both those arcs in there. They're going to have a 3-hour movie. Now, what they might do, and we'll talk about this a little later too, they might make her playing against Joshigon one movie and then fighting against Zerker Pan in the other movie, and then making that the third, the third Alita movie. And then of course the fourth movie would be, we could chat about that too. Then there's that yellow door thing from the manga, where after she fights Zapan, I guess the factory or the folks in Zalem get a hold of her, and she's prepared to stay in that little room mentally forever. Now she's in a coma, but she's kind of thinking, well, I'm here and I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm done, And then finally she not gives up, but she finally relents and says, yeah, okay, I'll do this, So then she goes through that yellow door, and that begins the Badlands arc. And then the way I see it is they won't go into the Badlands arc in any great detail. They might just barely start it, just showing her going through the yellow door, and maybe
Didn't Lita Calagridis say they were thinking of going to like find Den in the Badlands in like the first movie, so maybe they'll get to the Badlands sooner.
Yeah, it could be, because I know Alita Calagridis did say that. She did say they wanted her to meet Chaos, and they wanted her to meet Den and stuff like that, so and they figured it was just too much to put into the movie in 2 hours, because some of the original video that they shot was 2.5 hours, and they trimmed out 30 minutes of it for various reasons, I guess, and who knows what they are. And they, and it kind of, there were places where there were jumps, that you wouldn't normally think, like for instance, when Hugo tells Alita that Vector wants her to play or go out for the second league in a tryout. Well, she goes in, it's almost like, it seems like a couple of days and she's in the tryout, but in the novelization, it's like several weeks, she's working out, trying to get ready to get for the second league tryout, so that kind of made it look like it jumped a little bit. Not that it was bad, because certainly the Creek has seen this movie nearly 90 times if I've seen it once. So, but anyway, I think what they'll do there is just my uninformed opinion, completely uninformed, is that I think it's going to be a motorball arc, the Zerker Pan arc, and then the very beginning of the Badlands arc.
In what, movie 2?
Yeah, in movie 2. That's Alita Fallen Angel.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
I think they'll do Zerker Pan, even though I haven't read Zerker Pan. I've read Motorball. I think
so too.
I think they'll do Zerker Pan and Motorball in one.
I think
because it's all set up for her to like. Zapan's totally set up for her to like come up against him again.
Well, and
everyone wants more Motorball, so
yeah. Well, the thing of it is, the whole Zerker Pan arc actually starts rolling a little bit when Zapan sees Alita playing motorball on television. and it just sets him off, So I think it's a natural, a natural.
That'll be funny
transition.
seeing Ed Skrein getting triggered, seeing Alita on the TV.
Absolutely, knowing that that's the person now that's being revered, the person who sliced his face off and humiliated him twice, stuff like that. It sets him off because Zapan in the I guess not only in the novelization but in the manga absolutely hates Alita. Because of she sort of put him in his place, and he's got an ego as big as a house. So it's difficult for him to swallow it.
Lose face.
Yes, literally.
Exactly.
So any thoughts, guys, about this that you might have about Alita 2?
No, I already said what I think they're going to do, but I have no idea. I'm not really a fan of such speculation. I sort of just want to be told a story when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Wish they'd actually make it. That'll be nice.
Yep. For sure. Any other thoughts, Smedrick or Angelus?
Hopefully 3 hours and hopefully lots of details with Alita.
3-hour theatrical cut, 4-hour director's cut on Blu-ray.
Oh, this.
I love that. Oh,
yeah,
that shit,
this
boy.
would be a great idea.
Well, they did that with Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Oh, that's right. Alita Rave said, or Dagmar Einmer.
Yes, we need to see that.
Yeah, we do. She's going to sing in the Kansas bar. That's right.
Yes, she's got to sing in the Kansas bar.
Yeah,
Instead of fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just gone on a manga panel of her singing. Nowhere to hide.
Well, I think Rosa can sing. I do.
She definitely can sing. She sings Swan Song very well.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. So, I mean, it'd be great to see her singing in the Kansas bar. Holy God, that'd be super. But yeah, that's right. That's right. Dagmar Einmer, aka Alita Rave. Yeah, I think so. I think we would see her in the Kansas bar because they would need a little bit of a setup, I guess. Prior to doing some of this other stuff, Alita will be in her civilian body. She won't be, in the motorball body, or she won't be in the berserker body. I don't think.
They could start the movie with her singing a somber version of Swan Song.
Yeah.
Thinking of Hugo.
Yeah.
With a piano playing, and she's just singing along with the piano.
Yeah. Or she could play the piano. Now I don't know if Rosa can play the piano, but they can work that out,
I don't think she can. I think she I don't know if she played the violin, but there's a picture of her playing the violin when she was a small child.
Yeah. But I think basically she would oh wow, what's this? Well, Chaos, I sent you an invite, man. You can come on here and talk about it if you want. We'll give you that shot of it. And the Bad Man says that her singing, I guess, is what you're talking about, Bad Man. It's in volume 5 of the Viz. Yeah, it's also in the box set. She's in there singing as well. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Her singing in the Kansas bar. Heck, she can sing in Creek's Kansas bar if she wants. Alita can.
And bring in the 3 arms guitar player again.
Yeah, although Alita's a fictional character now, we know this. So,
what?
All right.
Yeah, make her real.
Yeah, well, we all love her like she's a real, don't we?
How long until she is real, though?
Yeah, well, 520, 40 odd years, I think.
Robot technology is moving on very fast.
Yeah, it is. Welcome, Chaos Nova from Mentor, Ohio.
Hello,
Hello there.
How's it going, man?
A little bit on the busy, y'all. I was going to have some presentations coming over.
Okay.
So, talking about the sequels.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Angelus. By the way, what's that link you put? I'm gonna put it in the public chat there. So What is that? What is this link right here, Angelus?
Say again.
What is this link here? You put that in the private chat. What is that?
Click on it.
Click
it's a
on
surprise.
it. All right, it's a
Surprise
surprise
for the stream.
All right, well, I'll click on it and maybe.
All
right, let's.
it's
All right.
something
Oh,
good.
yeah. We're going to play this. Yeah, we are.
What is that?
Oh, hold on just a second. Let me get my.
Like I said, it's a surprise for the stream.
Yeah, we are. We're going to play
Oh,
this.
we're playing
And
this stream or tomorrow?
it's topic specific too,
Yeah, it is.
in a way.
Cool.
Here she is.
I've heard you're a good singer. Can you sing the theme song from Alita? I can't lie. I'm afraid to open my eyes, cause what I find, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
What is the point?
Oh,
My lips if they don't make
I
noise.
love that.
No.
God. I love that. God almighty.
What is the
We should have
point
edited her
of my
into
career
the
if I can't make
Alita
more
Army performance we did.
leads? Yeah.
We should have done what, Blotty?
We should have edited her into the Alita Army performance that we did of Swan Song. Do you remember that? Were you there when we did that?
Yeah, we should have. Yeah. That was a few years ago, but yeah, we should have. Yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah, it was almost the time, but I got to save that. Let me go over here. Let me copy that and put it in. I'm going to save that here. Let's see. Give me a couple of seconds, folks. I want to save it. Yep, there it is. Okay, I saved it. All right. So anyway, any more thoughts about Alita Fallen Angel? What do you guys think? We're going to see her sing. I mean, God, that knocked my head off, her singing. I can't remember ever seeing that video. You know, wow.
That's a great interview. It's for like a French channel. She also does a great "Fuck Your Mercy."
Yes. Oh yeah.
You need to check that out.
Yes. I'll have to. Is that on YouTube, by the way, Blotty?
And she responds to, "Is Alita a feminist movie?"
Oh, I gotta see that. Yeah.
She said, "What did she say?" She said it's a movie for everyone.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, it is. Well, it is.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like kids that are 13 years old have never heard the word fuck before. Are you kidding me? They've heard it many times, you know.
They've heard their parents say it many times.
Yeah, to them.
But not more than once every 2 hours, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, that's right.
That's the maximum
Well,
allowed.
they wouldn't hear it from me yet. I have to actually be pretty angry to say it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really want to say that to your kids. I never said that to my kid. Well, I have 3 stepkids, you know, but really only one of them I help raise, you know, so I never used
Another link.
Yeah.
Well, my grandpa always had this deal with me. It's like, hey, Ben, if you hear me saying that word, you can say it too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty
Well, my grandfather, if he had said that to me, you know, well, I guess I do say everything he said, because he was a stevedore, you know, down working on the docks. So you can imagine what he was like. He was a tough old guy, boy. You know, but anyway, will Dua Lipa appear in Alita sequel as a character? I hope so, saying Jedi 99.
Yeah, she's got to.
Yeah.
She's been in what? She's been in Barbie.
Yep.
Which her role was just stupid in that. She was some kind of mermaid in some ridiculous outfit. Like they could have put her in something like sexy or something.
Yeah.
Just some silly mermaid outfit. In Alita, she could be like she could sing with Rosa in the Kansas bar or something. She could be some cyborg hot pop star or something. She'd be great at that.
Yeah, and they could sing the theme song.
Imagine her cyborg body, perfection.
Yes.
She could sing in the Motorball Stadium. Great idea.
Yeah. Maybe like they wouldn't have like a national anthem type thing of whatever country, you know, but they would probably have the factory anthem. They could sing something like that, you know. It's kind of like in
God
that movie.
save Nova.
Yeah, or something, you know. It's kind of like in that movie Rollerball. Each company, you know, each corporation had their own anthem, and they played the anthem before the rollerball matches, which was kind of similar to what they do in American football and baseball.
Oh, say can you see?
Holy shit! An Aussie singing the American national anthem. Holy mackerel! There now, Angelus. Now I gotta learn the Australian national anthem. Now.
What even is an Australian anthem? Nobody knows that.
Yeah.
Not even Angelus knows the Australian anthem.
I bet he does.
I'm actually trying to think how it goes.
You mean you know
the? Oh yeah, now I remember. Australians all it. And then obviously in his own. Us rejoice, for we are young and
a cute
free.
cosplayer fan.
Yes, that would have been something, Angelus, if you knew the American national anthem and not the Australian national anthem. that would have been weird. So anyway, any final thoughts on Alita Fallen Angel before we move on?
Just needs to happen.
Who? This is right. She talking about Dua Lipa here could play.
Eli, yeah, I've said that loads.
Yes,
she's got the look for it. She's got the sex appeal.
Oh,
she's got
God,
everything.
yes.
That's all you really need is sex appeal.
Holy crap, I'd love to see that. Oh man,
she's got that long dark hair. Perfect.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, she wears such great outfits in the manga.
Yes. Yeah, Eli in the manga.
Fit.
Well, if she was a real person, she would be sexy and ooh, boy, she'd be attractive. But you know what? You better stay away from that one.
Why?
She'll have your ears and eyeballs eventually.
What?
Yeah, she's pretty bad.
Would it be worth it?
She's evil. No. She wouldn't be worth it. Not to give up your body parts.
What if you didn't have to give up the body parts till the morning after?
No.
Then would it be worth it?
No.
What?
Nope, I don't think so. It should be fun to look at, though. So anyway, let's get off of this while we're on stuff. Oh, what did? Chaos said he had an emergency siren thing here. What is this other one you got in here, Angelus? Is that another thing I should play?
Yes.
Okay, let me put that on here. Let me see what it is.
Don't
yes,
away.
I love it. I love it.
What is it?
Oh, I got to play this. Yes, I do. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
I know.
Yes.
I love that.
It didn't even work, did it?
Yes, I love it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Yeah, but it was like a little bit choppy because of the connection.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
sorry.
Play it again.
Let me play it again, then. I'll do that.
I can't not hear that. Fuck your mercy.
Yeah, let me hold on just a second. Let me get that thing going there. Oh gosh.
Whilst you're getting that together, I just want to.
Oh yeah, and I even commented on this. Back years ago. Oh, I guess 2 years ago, I commented on it. Come on now. There, now I got it. Okay, let's try this again, folks. Now I got audio turned on. I had it turned on to begin with, so it's on. Now you guys see that?
Yeah.
All right. You see that okay right there, right?
Yeah. Just press play.
Fuck your mercy.
Classic.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Great.
Ooh, I wouldn't want our queen to get mad at me.
She must be really mad at everyone because the sequels still haven't started yet.
Yeah.
And Disney is screwing.
She's not mad at it.
New Captain America.
Vladi, she's not mad at us, Vladi. She loves us.
We haven't succeeded for her yet.
Yeah, that's right. But she loves us. I mean, All right. Anyway, let's move on. Chaos, we lost you for a second there.
I had to go into the basement. There was a siren. I found out somebody's car in the neighborhood was on fire. The firefighters are on it. It'll be okay. But the sirens are just really loud, so I just went into the basement.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for Alita Fallen Angel, unless y'all have yet another thought. I wish I had put that up there about her singing in the Kansas bar as one of the bullets up there. That'd have been, I should have put that on there, damn it.
You just need more Alita.
Yes. Yeah, we
Stop
do.
torturing us, Cameron.
Well, he's working on the Avatar, so and they're still filming them. So I mean,
well, he shouldn't be working on anything else apart from Alita and that Avatar.
That's what I'd like, but that's the way it
goes. Are they still doing multiple movies? Are they still doing multiple movies at the same time?
He's doing Avatar 4. He's finishing that off. Avatar 3, I mean. And then he's got to then there's a bit of a break in which he's probably gonna direct that Hiroshima movie, because he obviously wants some like recognition from the Oscar community type thing. It's like, like who cares about them? And then he's also talking about making a new Terminator movie, which is like absolutely devastating because nobody wants that. Literally nobody.
Well, I mean,
Terminator
is similar to Mad Max. It had its time, but it's gotten kind of old.
It's so old. The last Terminator movie did crap, Jim. What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking of eventually saying, "Hey, let's watch the Mad Max movies in order of release," but that's in the future when I get my streaming set up.
Alita made like $100 million more than Terminator 6, and now he wants to make Terminator 7, and he hasn't mentioned Alita in like years. It's crazy.
Credits.
It's like he's just torturing us because he enjoys it. He's like Nova.
Yeah. He's not like Nova.
Well, he looks like Nova as well, so
a little bit.
Gosh.
I genuinely think he enjoys seeing like the fans suffer. He probably wants us to like get mad at Disney because he enjoys like
Avatar
he wants us to all go after Bob Iger and be like, finally someone else is getting some death threats, because the MCU fans always give James Cameron loads of death threats.
Well, here's some positive news. Avatar 3 and 4 are in post. Avatar 5, they're filming. Really. They're filming Avatar 5 right now.
Wrong. That's totally wrong.
So, no, that's what it says,
that's
man.
I'm reading it.
I'm reading it.
No, it's just not right. It's not right. He's finishing Avatar 3 in post now. He shot some of 4, but he hasn't started the brunt of 4 yet.
No, it says Avatar 4 is in post.
That's just not right. Sorry, that's just not right. They haven't shot most of 4. They've shot a tiny bit of 4.
Buddy, where are you getting your information, bub?
Just like facts. He's only shot 3. There's a big gap before they start making 4 properly. 4 and 5 are going to be shot together like 2 and 3 were.
Well, it's going to get done eventually.
Better.
Well, he did say he was working on a script, so he's working on it, or he's working on something. I'm not sure what he's working on. Maybe it might be a treatment or something. I think could be that. So, all right. Well, let's move off of this and go on to Alita Avenging Angel. And this is once again. This is what I think is going to happen, and I have no insider information on this whatsoever, okay? But just my gut tells me that Alita Avenging Angel is going to go in through the Zot. Not the Zot, the Badlands arc, rather. And of course, by doing that, she's going to meet Figure 4 and Chaos. Now, you see the last 3 bullets I got there going to Zalem, Jeru, and the Zot. Playing in the Zot. I don't think that the Zot thing is going to happen in 3, but they might have some kind of reference to it of some sort, or we might see the transition from her being a cyborg to an android, the Imaginos body. We might see something like that in Avenging Angel, but I think most definitely we're going to see, and I don't have this here, but she's going to meet Den as well. You know, of course, Den and Chaos are kind of the same almost.
You might have already seen Chaos by that point.
Yeah, it could be.
At least
you know,
maybe Ito already met him by that point.
Could be. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I think she's definitely going to meet Figure 4 in Chaos. I think for sure, and she might even meet Chaos in the second movie. I'm not sure. But she's going to.
I'm thinking maybe Ito finds him because I think Ito would be interested in that fact because Destiny Nova augmented Chaos so that his bones don't really break anymore.
Yeah.
So that would kind of be curious for Ito because it's like his kid had problems like that. And what Destiny Nova did would kind of fix that if she was still around.
Yeah. Well, too, I think it's not like people, even in Iron City, won't know who Chaos is because he does have a radio station, so they can pick it up. I mean, anybody with a receiver, a radio can pick that up. This is Radio Chaos.
If he is by that point, that's the thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's not like he'd be a total unknown, though. I don't think. So some folks had probably heard the radio, heard him on the radio for sure.
He had 10 years to set that up, though.
Yeah.
He would have been, 16 and 16 years old or when leaving Iron City before Zapan got the Berserker body in the manga anyways.
Yeah. So anyway, here's two where Alita's going to meet Figure 4, and I'm going to really be interested in that because I think Figure 4 is this is
Rosa's most hyped part of the story with Figure 4.
Yes, because this is going to be a really great love story, I think. But what's going to be so cool about it is that they're going to start off very contentious. They're not going to. It's not going to be like with Hugo. Hugo. It was like, love at first sight type thing. And she gets infatuated right off the bat, and Hugo eventually falls for her, particularly when she gets in that Berserker body, because she looks really good in the Berserker body. But, she looks good in the doll body as well, but she's a little girl in the doll body almost, But, Figure 4, she's a woman at this point, and Figure 4 is a man, and that's going to be, it's not going to be like two teenagers, it's going to be like two fully mature adults, and that's going to be kind of cool. And I'm really looking forward to that segment or that scene where she kicks Figure 4's butt out in the desert. I really want to see that. My pick for Figure 4 would be Jason Momoa. That's who I would like to see play him, because he's kind of Polynesian himself, or even to the point that he's, Den and I had a rather Ox King or whatever he calls himself now, have had this discussion about who we think what is Figure 4's ethnic background. Den thinks he's Polynesian. I think he's American Indian.
It doesn't really matter. He's supposed to be like a sort of. He's a bit of a dumb jock kind of thing. So I think
yes, he is. Yeah.
Is that Jason? Was it Jason Momoa? What was his name again? Sorry.
Jason Momoa. Yeah, he played
Momoa, not Momoa. Sorry. Yeah, I think he could do all right as it because he doesn't have to be like that. He doesn't have to be that great.
Well, he's built too, Jason Momoa. He's a big guy. He's muscular. And I think it'd be a natural fit. Him being Figure 4. Now he'd have to shave his beard off probably, which I'm not sure he would want to do that. But for a part, he might do it. This is a good question. Right?
Well, he did shave for the remake of Conan the Barbarian. Anyway.
Yeah, he did. He did that. Yeah, that movie could have done better too. It wasn't.
Which movie? Sorry.
Conan the Barbarian, one is
so Jason Momoa was in the remake that they had in 2011 for Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I watched the movie and everything, but I don't know. It just seemed to be lacking to me for something. I'm not sure what it was, but I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it again, obviously. Let's see what Alita Rave says here. First movie or Dagmar Eimer. In the first movie, a huge percentage of Alita's script was her asking questions. I bet that's not the case in the next movie or movies. That's probably true.
She was like fresh faced into the world, discovering it when it was perfect to introduce the world to us as well, because we discovered it through her eyes. And now we know it. She knows it. It's all set up perfectly for sequels. If just Disney weren't just like, creatively bankrupt demons.
Yeah. I agree, bad man. I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh my God, the Oscars are going to be the awards this season are just a complete joke, really.
Yeah.
All the awards. Sorry, it's all just a bunch of like blatantly. It's stuff geared towards awards voters that are getting all of the nominations.
Well, it'd be neat if we could fly another plane around the Oscars, but with the LA fires and all that, I'm not sure it'd be appropriate. So.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty somber awards, I would think. They're probably going to do some kind of like a telethon type charity thing. You'd hope they would anyway.
Yeah, you would think so, yeah. Now, whether or not Alita goes to Zalem and Jeru, she might go to Zalem. That might be toward the end of the movie, pretty much.
Well, people who haven't read the manga, they're all like, "Yeah, we've got to see what's in the Sky City." Like I watched it with my brother and a couple of friends a week ago, and that was like what they were saying. Like, "Oh, we've got to see what's up there." I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm not sure we're actually going to see that for a little while." So, guys,
maybe in Alita 3, you might. I don't think. I mean, you might see Jeru from the distance. I mean, she might be on Zalem and looking up and seeing, Jeru. That kind of thing. And this is where I think we might get some reference to the Zot. I don't think she will play in the Zot, but I got plays in the Zot there. I really think what'll happen, what I want to happen, is the Zot itself. That should be a live action series. That's what I think, because the Zot, there's a lot to it, And you think about all the teams that are competing in the Zot. I mean,
someone suggested that would be a good series as well. They said they didn't like the movie. They were saying they should just do a series based on the Zot.
Well, I'm not sure they could do a thing, the movie with one movie. If they had like 2-3 hour movies, maybe they could pull it off, but there's just so much in it, plus then the whole Last Order thing, you would need to kind of get through some of that, a good bit of it before you could even think about doing the Zot, but I don't know, but anyway, this is certainly in the Badlands for sure. This is going to be more in depth in the Badlands, in my opinion. The second movie will just get maybe an introduction to the Badlands, because she's just starting out into the Badlands journey herself, But in this movie, I think it's going to be all Badlands, or at least up until the point where perhaps she goes to Zalem, maybe, something like that. We might see a scene where she's sitting up in Zalem, sitting on the side there. And remember, there's that one panel in the manga that says, "I once knew a boy that would have loved to seen this," and she was referring to Hugo, and she was looking out over Iron City and the Earth from Zalem, and it's kind of like, it was kind of a melancholy, type of panel, where she was recalling Hugo, and he would have loved to have seen this, and she wishes he could have seen it and stuff like that, But I do think this will be all Badlands. I think we'll see, the Barjack. She's going to be in the Tuned program. Certainly, I want to see her fight Figure 4 and kick his butt, basically. And of course, we'll see her fighting against the Barjack like she did in the manga, And I think a couple of months ago we did a manga reading on Radio Chaos on that, And I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be the last movie that Cameron is working on now. This possibly will have this stuff in it. What I'm hoping for is that Alita 2 and 3 will be so successful, and that's where we come in, Alita Army. We got to help with this, by promoting it and going to see it several times. But it'd be so successful. They say, "Oh, we got to have an Alita 4." We got to do, or we got to have a series, you know, as opposed to just saying, well, okay, we gave the Alita Army what they wanted. Now we can move on. You know, no, we don't want that. No, we want as much Alita as we can get. What's this bad, man? Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they should.
I mean, or even oh, that would be a cool ride. I didn't think of that. I was always thinking of motorball ride.
Alita Land at Disney World. Oh God, that is a great idea. Yeah. Disney World and Disneyland for that matter, you know. Yeah, have a kind of a motorball stadium type thing ride, kind of like they have several neat rides there in Disney World. You know, they could do something like that, like the haunted house or something. I don't know about this, Dagmar Imar. Twinkies with hollandaise sauce. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
No, there's no way.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here, brother. Yeah, Felipe, I don't think that she will have the Berserker body in 2 or 3. I don't. Now they could do it. I don't know. You know, I'm certainly not knowledgeable of this stuff, but you know, toward the end of the first movie, of course, she was in the motorball body, and in the manga, she's in the civilian body when she fights Zerkerpan. And she doesn't want to be in the motorball body because it reminds her too much of Hugo, and she was in that body when she lost him. So it's just too much on her mentally, you know, or emotionally. So I don't think we'll see that.
We don't know if she's
but we don't know.
to,
That's right. We don't. Yeah, we don't know yet.
They didn't show her interacting with Ido whatsoever. It could be entirely possible that she has the same relationship that she had with Ido in the manga, where they're like completely separate.
Yeah.
And
I agree with this.
Like sulking.
Yeah, I agree with this, Felipe. Yeah, I think the second film it'll definitely have. Well, I think the second. I'm not sure the second film will have chaos in it. It might. You know, that's possible. But I do think it'll be the Zerkerpan will be in that thing. So I think you're right on about that. You know. Yes, it could be 2 movies. I agree with that. I would love it. I definitely would love that, you know. Was modified by the screenplay. The next movie is good. Yeah, that's right. I agree. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I need to see that. I need to see Edge Runners.
It would just make sense to do an anime to like help promote the movie as well.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, it's better than doing literally nothing with the IP whatsoever.
Yes.
Letting it rot.
Yes.
Crazy.
Well, any other thoughts about it before we move into Alita's personality traits? Any thoughts about the second movie or the third movie or the second movie, if you want to go back to that? Any thoughts about that?
No, it's too far away from what I've read, so for me to comment.
Bonsoir, Mathieu.
Good evening. Sorry for being late.
Mathieu.
I was playing Cyberpunk.
Oh,
we were just talking about Edge
Yeah, we
Runners.
were just talking about it. Yeah, we were just.
Yeah.
It seems like it was a divine call. I must have felt it all across. I must have felt it from all across the globe.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
I came to you.
You were summoned.
Well, I think Mathieu and I have this mental telepathy thing going too. I think, you know, maybe we do. I don't know, but yeah. Well, anyway, welcome Mathieu from France.
Thank you for having me tonight.
You betcha. Any thoughts about what you would like to see in Alita 2 or 3?
I would like it to keep being close to the manga and being as faithful as possible.
Yeah.
And even if I really hope they're going to touch the tuned arc.
Yeah.
But because my little heart still hope one day to see Zex. But I know that if they do that, it means they're going to have to follow Last Order, which is ridiculously long. And then I mean, I wish they could do 10 movies, but I'm not sure they would. And I personally think they're going to stick to the first technically non-canon, but to the first ending of the manga.
Yeah. Well, we talked about rather the Zot itself being a live action series. So, you know, you could see you'd see Zex in that, I think.
Honestly, what I would love would be an anime adaptation by a nice studio, like the Studio Trigger, who did Edge Runner, which it is one of my favorite studio, because there are other animation studios who are not that good, who readapted old manga such as Shaman King. They readapted it, and the animation is not good. Like the style itself is not bad, but so many mistakes, so many very very mid animation, and Alita would deserve more than this. And I really do wish one day we get to have a proper anime adaptation.
Yeah, I'd love that as well. And we're going to get to that too. I got a list of what I want anyway on there. Okay, Dagmar Eimer says, what would be really critical, fantastic scenes in the next movie or movies? Certainly for me, seeing Alita fight Figure 4 and beat his butt, that's what I'd love to see that. And
I hope Jason Momoa plays Figure 4.
Oh yes, we're of like mind. See there, I told you guys. You know, Matu and I think the same. So yeah, I want Jason Momoa to be Figure 4 as well. I think he'd be a perfect fit for it. You know, so yeah, that would be a fantastic scene. But what about you guys? What do you think would be some fantastic scenes you'd like to see in Alita 2 or Alita 3?
Den.
Yes.
I want to see her fight Den.
Yes. Yeah, there's another one I'd love to see.
That'll be an insane action scene.
Yes, it would.
Massive.
Yep.
From what I've seen.
Oh, I tell you what I'd also like to see too. I'd like to see her slug Chaos when he tries to get frisky with her, you know. I'd love to see her slug him and go across the room, you know. I'd love that. Anything else, guys? What about you, Angelus or Smendrick? Or even Matu? What do you all think would be a fantastic scene in either of the movies?
I think seeing Alita walking around with the cyber doggo.
Ah, okay.
Yes, would be nice.
Yeah.
So everyone knows doggo is okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, the Kleinerhund.
Yeah.
Too many people think he's dead. They haven't seen that extra scene.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. That could be like in the second movie at the beginning when she's in the Kansas bar singing, the little dog, you know, comes roaming in there with her, you know, or something like that, and he's in his cyber body. So, yeah, that would be really cool, I think.
I just want to see more Alita with more cyborg bodies, more like fun interactions with other cool cyborgs. You know, I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. I'm just ready to embrace it all.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So much potential in this world. It's insane we haven't got anything yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally criminal. We need like criminal courts to like put Bob Iger in front of. Oh, everyone on Twitter, you know, David Lynch just died. He's one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. Really sad.
I hadn't heard that.
David Lynch died. It's really terrible. Apparently, it was because he had emphysema or something because of all his smoking over the years. Jesus. And apparently, the Los Angeles wildfires, they like pushed him over the edge, and it just like took him out, unfortunately. But he's one of the like all-time great filmmakers, and he died. And everyone is like hating on Bob Iger because he tried to put in a word to be like, I miss him too, and everyone's like, shut the fuck up, Bob. You screwed up Twin Peaks. Because Bob Iger is just put on this earth to ruin everything I love. So, yeah, thankfully everyone hates Bob Iger as well.
And there's Lottie with his rant. I love that.
It's got to be done.
I've said that, Lottie, many times, that you're only saying what we're thinking. So
I'm the only one with the guts.
Yes.
I see in the chat that someone said, could CD Projekt Red make the Alita anime just like Edge Runners? I would like to personally reply to that. CD Projekt, no, because they do not have the rights to Alita,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the anime was made by Studio Trigger, who I hope if an Alita anime ever gets to see the light of a day, I really, really hope that Trigger are the one going to animate it.
Yeah, they would do a great job probably.
Yeah, they would.
They're amazing. They're amazing. I'm a Trigger fan, girls. They're amazing. They can have all my money.
What kind of story would you like them to tell in an anime, Matthew?
Yeah.
For Alita?
Zot would be good.
Zot.
I mean, yeah, but I am not a gatekeeper, but I love the already established canon stuff, and I would just them to be able to perfectly translate visually what the manga beautifully translate in the form of drawing. I want them to make a good adaptation of the manga. Maybe sometimes they will have to skip or to add parts, but as long as it is minimal as it tends to be in most adaptation, I just want to what I see in the manga. I want to just see it animated. Honestly, that's all I ask.
Yeah.
Felipe says he thinks James Cameron should ask Yukito Kishiro for some advice. I think he's done. I think he's done this already, Felipe, at least for the first movie. Because one thing that is already different from the manga is the fact that Nova is already in Zalem. Yeah, that is a little different. And they did take some, I guess, literary license, if you want to call it that. You know, and they did vary the movie from the manga somewhat. You know, but. I think it's the movie, the Alita Battle Angel movie. I think it still is faithful to the overall spirit of the manga. I think that, you know, particularly at the end, you know, when Alita kills Vector, she's manga Alita in that scene, boy.
Yeah, it is. And if I remember correctly, Yukito Kishiro stated himself that he was a fan of the film and that the movie basically managed to do things he did consider he had not been able to do. I mean, I consider he was able to do things amazingly already, but Kishiro really loved the movie to the point he did an illustration of the movie poster in the manga style. Kishiro really does approve of the movie anyway.
Yes, he does.
He's glowing about it with his praise.
Yeah, he was. So much so he made a trip from Japan to Austin, Texas, didn't he? So, yeah.
Despite his health, his terrible health condition, he still did all the travel in the meeting because he was happy about it. And I don't know, it's so wholesome. I just love seeing that.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's hope he gets to do it again. Because he's starting this whole new manga series now.
Yeah, he is.
Of course, I'm going to eventually try to read through it. I'm going to buy it, and I'm not sure I'm going to be hooked on it, depending on what it is.
I'll probably buy it.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens after the Zot, and it is with already established character we've been knowing from the beginning of the series, I will probably be hooked back on. But if it is just another Mask Chronicle, I probably won't be.
Well, that's what someone in the subreddit was thinking there might be. What did they say? Geist by Lelouch. You know him from the Gundam subreddit.
Code Geese. Or Code Geese, yeah.
Geist by Lelouch. He thinks because the manga has been the closing of Evening Magazine, which published Mars Chronicles, may have put in that Comic Days, which picked up the series. So Comic Days are doing it now. He thinks that they might have asked Yukito Kishiro to cut Mars Chronicles in half and put the second half in a new series so that they can boast publishing a new series. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what he means?
Well, so Mars Chronicle does jump. It does jump all over the place on the timeline. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's a completely like separate thing, and it's going to be timed with like movie announcements and like series announcement stuff. But obviously, that's very wishful thinking. Well, anyway, to promote the whole franchise, if they have a whole new series starting along with a bunch of other new stuff, but you know, Cameron seems to be biding his time.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Felipe, Guillermo del Toro actually turned James Cameron on to Alita, you know, and then he got I think he bought the whole thing. He bought the rights to a good bit of it. and that's where he wrote his 800-page, or was it 1,000? I can't remember. Thing that Robert Rodriguez trimmed down to what, 200 pages or something, 600 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Del Toro is amazing. Del Toro is amazing anyway. So
Yeah,
honestly, when I hear all the names that have the rights to Alita and did work or worked or are working on it, I am fully confident because it is only big names that are known to be respectful and to actually make good media.
Yeah, that's right. Well, here's a question for Matu. Could CD Projekt Red make a Alita anime just like Edge Runners? What do you think?
I did reply to this right before.
We already said that one.
Oh, did you?
I mean, I can repeat. It's okay. CD Projekt can't. CD Projekt didn't make Edge Runners. Triggered it. CD Projekt just was in collaboration because they do own the right to Cyberpunk. CD Projekt won't do anything about Gun. Maybe if they buy the rights someday, but they can't because they don't have the rights. But if the same studio who did Edge Runner did an Alita anime adaptation, I would die a happy woman. And speaking about CD Projekt, some things that will only happen in my wildest dream is them buying the rights so they could adapt the entire universe and the entire manga of Gun into a game series like they did for The Witcher. Man, a woman can dream, I guess.
That would be perfect, if only.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, Dagmar Eimer says he was replying to Felipe, I guess. I worry that screenplay for Alita 1 will make it increasingly hard for Alita 2 and 3 to follow the manga. It won't follow it exactly for sure.
Yeah, I thought you've shown these comments as well. Already.
But I do think it will still be faithful to the spirit of the manga. I think I mean they could show like for instance on the on the Zerkerpan arc, they could and the Motorball arc. They could kind of have that in a movie. It would not be exactly like the manga, and then she wakes up in that little room and then goes through the yellow door and begins the Badlands arc. They could do that without it being exactly like the manga. And then they could do, now this is a little different, but they could still remain faithful, to the overall approach to the manga, I think, faithful for sure. Yeah.
This is the strength of the movie, is there is a lot of difference between the movie and the original manga, but the movie is still considered rightfully as a great adaptation because it changed something, it altered something, but it completely captured the aura and the vibe of the manga. It captured the characters, and the thing that did change in the movie really didn't have that big of an impact on the main story anyway. And if it is small changes like this, and if the aura of the universe is still captured well, it is okay if it is different, as long as it is done right.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that would be, I would cry. I would cry. We had this debate last week. I would cry.
Yeah.
What was the topic last week?
Zapan and Sarah. Zapan Zark and Zapan.
Yeah, that was already
of Zapan and Sarah.
Yeah.
It not only a roller coaster for feelings for Alita, but for Zapan as well. I mean, he's he kind of got his life straightened out a little bit. He was helping Sarah in the soup kitchen, and he was kind of doing the right thing. And then he sees Alita on TV, and it triggers him so bad he accidentally kills his
Are they really
the love of his life.
I can't picture him working in a soup kitchen trying to help the hungry in the sequel somehow. It doesn't seem up Edge screens. Like, he's such an arrogant kind of character. I just can't see that happening.
Well, he's arrogant in the manga as well, So, I mean, I don't know. They could work around something.
Is he helping them out of the goodness of his heart in the manga?
Well, who can say? I think he's doing it mainly because Sarah's doing it, I think, is my opinion. But
oh, right. He's doing it for his girl. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. So. That makes more sense. He's trying to show that he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that is sad. You know, I mean, I agree with Matt too. You know, I mean, I kind of don't like Zapan, but you know, I mean, he did kind of get his life straightened out somewhat, and then all of a sudden this thing comes along and he loses the love of his life. You know, I mean, oh my God. So, you know. Okay, well, anyway, we hit those two pretty good. Anything you guys want to maybe follow up with just Alita 2 and Alita 3 before we go on to her potential personality traits?
I'm not fussy. Just need them to happen like fairly soon. That'd be great.
Yes, sooner more than later. We want to see the.
I mean, it has already been 6 years.
Well, I'm pretty confident we're going to see it pretty soon, but you know, we'll.
Oh, I've lost hope in them in Rosa announcing it on the Captain America 4 red carpet, because I'm like 100% sure she's not even going to be there because her role was basically completely cut.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I think if she does go to a premiere, it's probably be in Los Angeles, probably.
Yeah. She's not going to fly off to London or anything.
Yeah, not for a cameo, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. How can they even market it saying that Seth Rollins, which is some WWE guy, and Rosa are still in it when they're obviously just being completely cut? Seth Rollins even said, "I'm not in the movie anymore. I don't want people going thinking I'm in it, because I'm not." And she was the head of the Serpent Society, which he was a part of.
Yeah.
It's just like Disney just screwed her over once again.
We'll see. I'm going to go see Captain America 4.
I will see it. All the trailers I'm seeing now, it just looks like really bad. It just looks like it's going to be 45 minutes of a giant red Hulk Harrison Ford beating up Captain Falcon or whatever that guy is.
Captain Falcon, yeah. Yeah. All right, well, let's move on into Alita's personality, I guess. And we kind of touched on this before. We've done a couple of streams on this. But this could span any part of the two movies. You know, in other words, do we think Alita, you know, is she's certainly going to be more mature, you know, in Alita 2 and 3. You see her on the left there, she's in the doll body. She's very immature, you know, not because she's immature herself as her basis, because she's over 300 years old. It's just that she doesn't have any memory of her past at that point, and she's in that body that seems to make her, kind of, valley her down, a little bit, Now in the Berserker body over there, she's more of a woman in that body, But even there, she still doesn't have all of her memories. She just in the Berserker body just feels like she's told Hugo. It makes her feel more me, But it seems to me that either in that body, in the doll body, or the Berserker body, or the motorball body, or whatever, she does seem to be able to accept what her circumstance in those bodies, and maybe that's because she's so used to being a cyborg from a very young age, that it's just second nature to her. Anyway, What do you guys think?
I was agreeing with what you were saying. I don't think I had anything to add, though.
Yeah. So I think she would be. I mean, she sees.
Sorry, what's she accepting of? What was it?
Well, it's just accepting her circumstance. I mean, here she is. She's in Iron City. She sees Iron City as something.
She takes everything in her stride.
Yeah, that's right. So, and she sees Iron City as like a wonderful place. Oh my God.
I know. It's like, whoa, what is this massive sky?
And everybody else is just down in the dumps. They're in a dystopian world, and they're just really, they're depressed. A lot of people in Iron City, but not Alita. It's like, okay, I'm going to take I'm going to take life as it comes, or something like that,
It doesn't seem that. One criticism manga fans had was that it wasn't depressive enough, the world. But Kishiro liked it, and I liked it too.
Yeah. Well, the manga is a lot darker than the movie. That's for sure.
Yeah, I suppose so. They didn't show people like eating rats and stuff in the movie.
Yeah, they didn't do that. Yeah, nor did they see.
I didn't think it was that different.
those villain cyborgs eating brains either. They didn't show that.
No, but they did show people being hunted in the street and like having their body parts ripped apart. It was pretty dark.
Yeah.
The manga really does have this extremely dark yet extremely poetic poetic beauty and darkness to it. It is like it is extremely dark, but not in the gory way, not in the edgy way. There is gore, of course, but it's not edgy, it's not over the top. It's extremely it's poetical, and there is a lot of action, there is a lot of story, but the entire ambience is dark in itself, but dark in the cruel but beautiful way. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but I guess
I agree.
It's making me think of David Lynch again in a way. It's a bit of a weird connection, but he saw the beauty and the darkness of the world in a way.
Yeah.
The dark mystery of like human consciousness in the world.
Okay, Felipe says he thinks. Oh, go ahead, Smendrick.
Sorry. What I think, Mattu, you are completely right. The poetry in the darkness. And that's why I told you again and again, that is why I think Robert Rodriguez should bring himself more in these sequels.
Yeah.
I think he is the one and only who can bring poetry, in a wonderful way, the poetry of darkness. That's what I think about the work of Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah. Okay, Felipe had a comment here. I think her arrogance will be explored in the next film. I felt it was missing in the first film. You know what, Felipe? I might disagree with you. I don't think she's arrogant. I think, particularly at the early in the movie, she was certainly had no memory of what she was. You know.
Well, is arrogance not like throwing yourself at grind cutters, thinking that you can easily defeat him when you just get cut up into a million pieces? That's kind of.
I don't know if that's arrogance or if it's just kind of just her training, just attack. I don't know if that's arrogance, but
about her arrogance, I'm going to have to disagree with you on this. We can't agree every time. No, she's extremely pure and even angelic like at the beginning of the story. She's literally like an angelic little door. And as she starts to, as even like her brain subconsciously starts to remember her fighting ability, and she starts to become the warrior, you can see like she becomes not only just self-confident, but sometimes she does become arrogant, and it is extremely present in Last Order. Even Kichiro himself said that in Last Order, he really, really disliked her and thought she was arrogant. And that sometimes he wished he could slap his own character. And I'm like, yes, she does get arrogant with time, and not at the beginning. And I guess that in the next movies, we are going to start seeing this. She's overly confident, arrogant, and there is like some people sometimes are going to be weaker than her, and if they are in the weaker but helpless side, she's going to have empathy and care for them. But when they are weaker and trying to be strong, she will tend to be kind of dismissing the way she is, with Zex and with Toji and with other character who tries to be strong or who wants to fight her. She just has this attitude of, I'm going to just defeat you with one finger. I mean, most of the time she does, but the way she displays it is really, she tends to be full of herself later on in the story.
Oh, I think in Last Order, I don't like her a lot in Last Order, and I don't even like her a lot in the Badlands arc either, because there was a couple of those. Well, there was one scene which I think was a side story though, but where she shot the deckman. I mean, I didn't like her doing that.
I mean,
but I kind of think
she was a tunage agent at that moment, so I guess it was kind of a given. She was just following orders.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll see if she is arrogant in the next movie. I'll agree with you. I mean,
I still think she was quite arrogant in the first movie. Like when she stormed into the Kansas bar, that was pretty arrogant. Like standing up to Japan and everyone's being like, I can take you all on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's arrogance or just supreme confidence.
Yeah, I mean, where's the line?
I think she felt like she could kick Japan's ass no matter what he did. So that's what I
thought. And that scene is present in the manga too. And in the manga, she really says it in an arrogant way, like almost even in a bratty way sometimes. It was less in the movie. But in the manga, she really had this overconfident brat side to her once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, Alita the Killing Angel says she threw herself at the guy cutters because she can't not fight. In other words, she can't fight.
Cameron says she has literally no fear.
Yeah, that's the way I would see it, But I do think she threw herself at the grind cutters because she has this kind of an objective. I'm going to achieve the objective no matter what it takes kind of attitude, And I think it probably didn't occur to her that she wasn't going to get through those grind cutters. I mean, she probably thought she was going to get at Gruishka, and
they got to her.
Wail on him or something, So I don't know, but I'm going to, and of course Alita says, "I'm sorry, Matu, but that's okay. We can disagree."
No, it's okay.
Yeah, we can disagree. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that Alita the Killing Angel said Matu sorry because they said the lady on the message before. You can call me a lady. It's okay.
Yes. Well, anyway, throwing herself Dagmar Eimer. Says throwing herself was more about bravery than arrogance in his opinion. And that's kind of what I thought as well. I just think she, she doesn't have a concept, of what it's going to be like if she doesn't get through those grind cutters. She's just going to achieve the objective is all, that's kind of the way I saw it. But hey, if she's arrogant in Alita 2 and 3, I will agree with you, because I do know I don't like her a lot of times in The Last Order because she is, I guess she is somewhat arrogant in some places in The Last Order, but, we'll see. Hopefully we get to see, don't we? Is she going to be mad? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alita is back and she's even more mad than before.
Yeah, that's right. I think she is, especially when she fights Japan. She's gonna that's gonna be one hell of a fight right there. That's gonna be a fight that's gonna be even more hell of a fight than Gruishka, because I mean, when she got that now, I think when she fights Zerker, she's not going to be in the Berserker body. I don't think they could have 2 Berserker bodies. I don't know. But I think if they want to stay true to the spirit of the manga, they will depower her a little bit and make her in the civilian body, But that's going to be, that's going to be one hell of a brouhaha. That one is, because Japan, certainly he's going to be out for revenge, and I think Alita is going to associate him with part of the reason why Hugo got killed, because he framed Hugo, and I think she's going to find that out, and that's going to piss her off immensely, So anyway, any thoughts, you guys?
Does she doesn't already know that he was framed? I mean, she believed Hugo, right, when he was explaining.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I don't think Hugo told her that Japan framed him, but I think what they would do
kind of assumed because he said that he didn't kill anyone.
Well, what I think though is that what'll happen in the Zerkerpan arc is she's going to find out that Zapan framed Hugo. That's what I think they'll do to really set it up.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I would assume she would have just like already thought that, but then she would have seen some proof, and then she would have been like, "Oh yeah, let's get this guy."
That son of a bitch.
Regarding the topic of the berserker body, at the end of the Alita movie, you can see that she has a motorable body, so she doesn't have the berserker body anymore.
Right.
So she most likely won't have it later, and maybe it is Zapan who is going to steal it away or something.
Yeah, maybe steal it from Ito or something like that. You know, who knows? Or one of his lackeys steals it from Ito. You know, that would be.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't. Yeah,
I think she's going to be very mad, though. I think she's going to be pissed to the hilt because when she fights him, I believe she's going to know that he framed her.
I want to see her back in her berserker body. She's not. I think that's going to be her main day-to-day body, the berserker body.
Not if you're going to stay faithful to the manga. It's not. She's in the civilian body in the you know when she fights.
Well, the bodies have been handled quite differently in the films. The berserker body meant much more to her in the movie than it did in the manga.
Oh, Felipe's got a great. This is another thing that could make her mad as hell. Seeing Ito in a box. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because that's where Nova puts him. You know.
I'm just going to mute the stream.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that's right, Felipe. That could make her mad as hell. Although that madness would be displaced because, well, I guess if they set it up where Nova, you know, does make, you know, Zapan, you know, he does what he does with Zapan with the berserker body, and then as a result, he puts Ito in the box. That would make Alita mad as well, I think. Yeah, she would definitely be out for revenge. That's for sure. Any thoughts, guys?
She's got a lot to be mad about.
Yep.
She just reminds me of myself. Mad at Nova. I'm mad at Disney/Bob Iger.
Mad at not having the sequels, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm mad. I'm not mad.
The injustice is like insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that'll be one piece of evidence, I guess. Although I'm not sure they don't have a police force that would do that kind of investigation. I don't think, you know, that why Demetrius Polito's character gets his head cut off by Zapan. You know, I mean, that would. Yep. I don't think she will be almost invincible in the berserker body or say in the civilian body. Now in her Imaginos body, particularly that Imaginos 2.1 body, she's damn close to invincible. That's right. She's way OP, I think. I mean, she's on Superman level almost, you know, with that one, you know, because I mean, she can run, you know, at relativistic speeds. She has superhuman strength. She knows Panzerkunst. She has that plasma weapon. I mean, and she has access to the wormhole or the singularity. And, you know, she can do like, I guess she can do like Dr. Strange did when he considered those over 14 million different scenarios. Since she's going to be an android and her brain chip is going to be networked in with 2 supercomputers, she's going to be able to, you know, formulate millions of scenarios in a fight within probably milliseconds, you know? So, I mean, yeah, she's going to be ridiculously OP when she gets in that Imaginos body, hopefully in Alita 4 or 5. So anyway. Yeah, I don't know if she could
kill them all.
Well, I don't know if Alita. Well, now in her Imaginos body, I don't know if she could solo the Avengers or not. I tend to think we've had streams on this, you know, in the past where
she
would be more like, you know, would find out that the Avengers were a force for good, you know, in that old archetype. And I think she would pretty much, she would be on their side. I think, you know, I don't know if she would become an Avenger, but I don't think she would be their enemy, you know, that kind of thing. The same would be true of the Justice League. You know, I think I don't think the Justice League would want her as a permanent member, but I think in a tough situation, particularly in that Imaginos 2.1 body, they would welcome her support. I think because you know, because she is yeah, she does have she's OP. I don't know if she has a weakness against electricity or not, Felipe, because with that plasma weapon, she can kind of direct, you know, electricity to a degree. In other words, one of the things she can do, and she did this in the anime and then she wasn't even in the Imaginos body. She, you know, I guess Clive Lee, you know, she killed Clive Lee by calling down lightning, you know, and fried his ass, you know, because her plasma is charged particles, and it attracted the, you know, the lightning, and then boom, that got him, you know. So I don't know if she has a weakness against electricity. Now, what she might have a weakness against would be like an electromagnetic pulse. She might have somewhat of a weakness there if the technology for her berserker body was similar to what the technology we have now. I would think, though, that 500 years in the future, they would probably have safeguards against EMP in military level cyborgs like Alita. Someone like Zapan and his body that you see there, I don't think they would have those same safeguards. Anyway, that's just my opinion. All right, guys, well, I'm going to move on. You think Alita's going to be off the rails?
Oh, I hope so.
No, never, never, ever.
Well, I want it to go absolutely apeshit.
She's on
I think she's going to
be
all of my
she's
aggression
gonna be
on
off the
enemies in the
rails.
movie.
I think in the Badlands arc, she's going to be off the rails for a while, and until after she meets Figure 4, and then Figure 4, of course, you know, gets her back in tune with her humanity.
Jimmy Cameron has to name a cyborg Bob, and she has to decapitate him. Because all of these, Cameron named he named Jake Sully's what are those raptors called, the ones that they fly? He named his
whatever those.
He named his one Bob. I'm pretty sure that's after Bob Eager, because he like tames him and like.
Did that particular raptor thing get killed, Bloody?
No, but he's like Jake Sully's pet, basically. You know, he just uses him to like ride around. And David Lynch, he named like the spirit of evil Bob. And because Eager was giving him loads of shit when he was executive of ABC, and he was trying to cancel Twin Peaks and make him change the script and everything. So yeah, he's got to name someone Bob in that movie and have something horrible happen to him. It'll be such great fan service.
Yeah. Badman says Alita doesn't have the ability to control static charges like lightning. It's just that he, you know, in the anime to Clive Lee, she just charged him up where he got struck with lightning. Whereas opposed to Thor, he can actually control lightning. You know, so I guess I agree with you, Badman. I think that's probably true. You know, but that's still a pretty damn good power, you know, for her to have that plasma weapon, and you know, she can do something like grab a cyborg who's metallic, charge them up like that where they get struck by lightning. That'd be that's kind of what my thought is on that one. So all right, here's another one for you, Matu. Could we see Alita elements of cyber psychosis just like in Cyberpunk? What do you think?
No. And I will proceed to explain why, because I've been super into cyber psychosis since the anime release. Okay.
Yeah.
This dimension of cyber psychosis is very heavy in Cyberpunk, as in getting implants will slowly make your brain, like depending of the amount of implants, the quality, and so many factors, you will slowly lose your humanity. Your brain and your subconscious, in a way, is going to slowly feel less and less human and more disconnected from from the humanity. And cyberpsychosis is nearly irreversible. The only real exception in cyberpunk is Adam Smasher, who is 99% cyborg. Meanwhile, in Gun, in Alita, you can see them going entirely cyborg. Alita, besides her brain, has nothing organic anymore. In Cyberpunk, if she was not Adam Smasher, in Cyberpunk, she would have gone cyber psycho a long time ago. And so would everyone. When you see the type of implants and the poverty people live in, the low quality implants, the fact that some people have 3 arms, or the fact of being a cyborgs, most of people in Iron City would go cyber psycho way more fast, like way faster. Way more people would go cyber psycho, and Ido would be out of business pretty fast, because when you see how heavily those people are chromed, if they were in Night City in Cyberpunk, they would go cyber psycho. And so I don't think this is yes.
Sorry.
What?
Well, the guy who killed Ido's daughter.
Yeah.
Could that be considered cyber psychosis? He was like.
No, I think if
really,
I remember,
no.
I think it was just on drugs. I think.
Yeah, he was basically just a drug addict.
Yeah. Don't worry. Cyber psychosis, but you also have drugs. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, what about I guess El Lamont's character Screwhead had 4 arms, so I guess I don't know if that's cyber psychosis or not, but it's like humans don't have 4 arms, so her brain does change a little bit,
No, yeah, cyber psychosis is actually a very complex concept in the series. In the series in general, it is really fascinating, and I love it. And no, if we had to see cyber psychosis in Alita, we would have seen it a long time ago, considering our heavily chromed and heavily cyborgs character and people in the world of Gun are. And for example, Zapan who 100% be a cyber psycho, like really most character. In Cyberpunk, the human brain doesn't handle very well being too chromed up. Like seeing an entire cyborg is extremely rare, and when it happens, when people are very heavily chromed, they tend to deep in cyber psychosis. I really advise you to watch the anime to understand this, and to if you can play Cyberpunk, do it. If not, just watch walkthrough. And please do not do be sure to also indulge in the Phantom Liberty DLC, because it also slightly dips in the cyber psychosis in a more net running, which is like hacker aspect. Like there is like cyber psychosis is really complex, and the universe of Cyberpunk is so rich. And I'm going to stop here because I can literally speak about this for hours.
Well, I know Maxie's talked about something related to this, that how you lose your humanity if you become a total replacement cyborg. You start becoming thinking more like a machine than you do a human. That doesn't seem to be the case with Alita. So yeah, you're absolutely right. She's not suffering from cyber psychosis, is she?
She absolutely isn't. She's 100% human. She even claims herself to be human. There is this entire dimension in Gun that is really interesting, is her questioning her humanity despite having a mechanical body. This is a really interesting topic. And this topic of humanity, of the association of humanity and Chrome, is also presented in Cyberpunk, but in a very different way. And both ways are amazing.
Yeah. I agree, Alita, the killing angel. That look in her eyes when she rammed her hand in Gerwishka's eye and said, "Fuck your mercy." I fell in love with Alita. Oh my God. Yes. I love that. I love that shot right there.
Cyan Jedi is saying, I have played Cyberpunk and Phantom Liberty DLC. Yes, good, as you should. I just reached 200 hours of gameplay. I'm on my second gameplay, and I won't stop until I will have unlocked every trophies. I will have done every path. Like, I will never stop playing that game. I live for that game. I play that game 10 hours a day.
How long?
Because you're playing
How
it
many
right now.
hours do you have?
I
200.
I know, Angelus. I only have 200, and I think you have something like 1,000.
Woo.
Only 1,000?
No. I don't know how many hours you have, but I know you have.
I know.
Well over. You have well
lot.
over 1,000.
Yeah, my oldest nephew told me that he really likes Cyberpunk 2077. He said, "Man, you ought to start playing." I'm not a gamer, you know. I don't play games,
No, but you will love it. If you love the universe, if you love the genre of Alita, you're going to love it. And again, the story. This is a world with a really, really complex and really deep and rich world building. Not just the video game. You also have the tabletop games. You have the book that inspired Cyberpunk called Neuromancer from William Gibson. You have the anime. We have more upcoming things that are going to come to us soon. This is a world that is extremely complex and rich with so many topics, and it is an amazing game. It is amazing in so many different ways, and I highly advise you to look into it because, goddamn, this is amazing.
I definitely. I'll have to try it. There's no doubt about it. Badman has a good thought here about Alita being a total replacement cyborg for so long that it's just not an issue for her, I think, you know.
Can you guys see the number? Because it is a little small.
Where is the number?
Under playtime.
Can you expand it?
Oh God!
No, I can't zoom into it.
Oh,
you are. Oh my God! You are nearly 2,000 hours.
I thought you'd only just started playing.
Damn! You know what? You know what? You're literally my God. I aspire to reach those numbers one day.
Are you really good at it? You just left the game on idle for 1,000 hours.
I played the game when it was heavily bugged to all.
Me too, on PC. Me too.
Oh,
when I played it day one on PC, but 2 years ago I bought a PS5 to play it because my PC is too old. So technically I had like something nearly 50 hours on my PC, and I replayed on PS5. So technically in total I've got 250 hours, which compared to you is not a lot. But apparently, compared to most people who played it, it is considered pretty decent.
Alita the Killing Angel loves your accent, Matu.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's.
I love French accents.
Yeah, it's a lot different than the Creeks, isn't it? That Southern American accent.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's bring it back to Alita. I want to kind of move on because we're kind of getting close here. What do you think? Is Alita going to be resilient? Oh, I think that's a no-brainer right there, isn't it? She's definitely going to be resilient. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see here. He's played, Batman's played Cyberpunk. I haven't finished it yet. Still has to purchase Phantom Liberty DLC. Okay.
Yes, do it. Phantom Liberty is, oh my God, I cried so literally so much. And I won't spoil you anything, but there is literally the worst path you could pick, and I accidentally picked it thinking it was the good thing to do. I cried so much, and without giving you any spoiler, God damn, I love Songbird so much. She reminds me of Lucy from Edgerunners, so more reason for me to love her. And I love pretty much every character in Cyberpunk and in Phantom Liberty. And again, I stop here because if I keep rambling, we are in for the night.
Well, let me give you the definition of resilience here, just so we can have something context here. What resilience is the ability to adapt to different and changing conditions. You know, and Alita certainly has that. You know, in other words, here's a good case in point right here on your screen. She literally has no arm and her bottom half of her body is gone, and she still found a way to ram her hand in Karishka's eye. You know, so yeah, she is very.
That's one of the
resilient.
most epic scenes in all cinema.
My God, yes. I think
certainly the best F-bomb in cinematic history.
Well, I told Cran one time, this was early on when I was in the Alita Army, when I seen the movie the first time, you know, and I was watching it in a hotel, you know, on a smaller TV screen, which was still epic. It was still great. And I told Kran that when Alita rammed her hand in Grishka's eye and said, "Fuck your mercy," I said, if she had been a real person sitting next to me, I would have proposed to her. Because it really impacted me that hard.
She would have been like, "Now's not the time. I've got no arms and legs."
That's right. But anyway, God Almighty, I mean, that's and that is the ability to adapt, you know, and that's what resilience really is, you know. What is this? She's not qualified to give eye exams. Yeah, that's right, bad man.
Yeah, she has big eyes and I love her, but I still wouldn't trust her with mine.
Yeah. That, you know, the first time I saw the movie and she opened her eyes, it didn't bother me one bit. I mean, I thought my reaction was something to the effect of, "Oh, how pretty are those eyes," or something like that. You know, I mean, it was just stunning. You know, I mean, to me, it was. You know,
I agree with you on that, and I had seen way before when they started announcing it, the first teasers.
Yeah.
And people were pretty pissed at her eyes. And even I was like, they do look a bit weird.
Yeah.
And her eyes were not always like this. They increased the size of her pupils to make them seem more proportional and leave less white inside her eyes, making them look less weird. But before, she had more white in her eyes, and they did look off. But they listened to people because they're amazing like this, and now she's perfect.
Yes,
exactly. Yes.
And our queen does a great job at portraying her as well, too. So
probably the rare instance where I noticed it, but it didn't take me out of the immersion, and that's being as unbiased as possible as well. Like prior to my first viewing in cinema, I did like Alita, but I didn't love Alita until I got home and realized, how the hell did I get home? Because from when I left the cinema to when I got home, I've got to tell you a story just quick.
That's all right.
There was one when I was working as a bar attendant at the casino that's nearby where I live. I basically I only slept about maybe 2 hours, 3 tops within a 48-hour period. So I was wired as fuck, if you know what I mean. When I started work on the second day, I had about 6 cups of coffee because it never kicked in until about like the 4th or 5th cup. And about 1.5 hours into the shift, I was just like, I wasn't like someone with Parkinson's or anything like that. No offense to those that do, but I couldn't stop moving. Like I had to like wipe the bench. I had to like make orders, drink orders and stuff like that. You know, count my till or reorganize my till if I needed to, or I had to be doing something. And it was like a 9 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. shift. And when I finished work, the last thing I remembered was going down to the car park to start driving home. And then basically that's the last thing I remember, because the next thing I do remember was waking up the day after.
Oh, that's similar to how you were with Alita, right? Getting home after seeing the movie.
Yeah, so coming full circle, when I saw that movie for the first time, like I said, prior to that, I liked Alita, but I didn't love it. But afterwards, like, the last thing I remember was leaving the cinema, and then getting home afterwards is the next thing I do remember. And that's when, I realized I, fucking loved Alita, and it just grew from there. And so when it comes to the what we're discussing, it's like, I mean, and the context of being unbiased, when I did see the eyes, like, I noticed, looking back at that first viewing and obviously subsequent viewings as well.
Yeah.
it didn't bother me because it didn't break my immersion of the sci-fi world that I was watching.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that, and probably the fact that I was seeing it on the actual like big screen cinema. So maybe the ratio or proportion, because it was on a big screen as opposed to like you know, a TV or a monitor or even an iPhone sort of thing, where it's on a small screen.
Well, I remember when I first saw it, I remember describing this. I think Matt too, you and Error were both, or you and Channel were both on the scene, and I said something about, for me, the way it worked was I was watching it the first time, and it was like she was reeling me in, you know. Each thing, like the first thing I saw, you know, was like those eyes, and then, you know, how she was with the orange, and how she was with Hugo and stuff like that. And she kept reeling me in. And then I think either you or Channel said, "What, Creek? Are you simping for her now? That's what you're doing." No, but I kind of was, I guess. So anyway,
when I saw the movie for the first time in theater, it was with my ex and then boyfriend, who was very into, like, very obsessed. Like, he is as obsessed with Alita and Gun as I am with Cyberpunk. And at the end of the movie, we like in the first picture of the movie, I started crying because I thought it was beautiful. And at the end of the movie, we were both crying and looking at each other with wide eyes, like we were so relieved we were not being made dirty, like done dirty. I don't know how to like. Basically, it was good adaptation, and we were super relieved, and we cried. We literally cried in joy, and I cried at the first picture you see of Zalem and Iron City. I cried because like it was my dream since I was 12 to see this. Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Matu. Does Grishka look similar to Adam Smasher?
Yes.
You know what? I never thought about it, but yes. I mean, Adam Smasher looks even less human. Adam Smasher doesn't even have a face anymore. Barely. But yeah, it does have an Adam Smasher vibe to him. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll move on because I think, we've been going for 2 hours, but that's okay. I can talk about Alita for 5 hours, but that's all right. So, but anyway, so Alita does have the ability to adapt to a lot of different circumstances. Is she going to be sad in the movie? I think so, because there's a thing in the manga a couple of times where she cries, you know, when she doesn't, she wanted to see Ito again, and she was crying. And of course she cried with Hugo, you know, and stuff like this, you know. So I think she will be. I think what we will see in the movie, particularly that second movie for sure, I think we'll see some flashbacks with Hugo, and she'll be sad, you know. I think that's just my opinion, you know.
She's just such a tragic character in a way. She's so cute. I don't know, man. I love her. The only criticism I would have towards her design in the movie is her lips. She's literally called octopus lips in the manga, and they are like pretty reasonably shaped and sized in the movie. Where are her purple lips? Give my girl black lips.
No, I like her lips the way they are. Come on.
They look great now. They look too weird with the octo lips. Plus, in the manga, eventually she doesn't really have the octo lips, does she?
Not in the Imaginative body, she doesn't. I don't think. I can't remember.
No, she does. No, she has the octo lips the entire manga.
Oh,
and
wow.
Actually, technically, the twins do have them too, and Zex has them too. Zeka makes fun of him. He called him octo lips or purple lips at some point. So technically, Zex also has like all the tuned have the same octopus lips.
I think Zeka actually fell in love with Zex though. That's what I thought he did. But anyway, that's my thought.
You know what? I kind of ship them.
Golly, he does look a little bit like Adam Smasher, doesn't he? Look at that. Holy crap.
I love that.
Yeah, there is some vibes about Adam Smasher with him, isn't there?
Yeah, vibes would probably be the most accurate descriptor.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Adam Smasher is cool though. It was such an amazing boss fight, and it was so satisfying to wipe his ass.
Ooh, that
especially after what he did to Becca and David. I'm not forgiving.
That one picture of Alita you had up there at the top looked pretty sexy there, Angelus. So
yeah, so I'm trying to find the
careful, that's my niece now.
Octopus.
Octopus lips. Yeah,
meme.
Yeah,
because I had a meme on it.
Yeah, it looks like you got somebody agreeing with you there, Mattu. Alita the Killing Angel misses those octo lips as well.
and giving their profile picture of the old manga Alita, like Chief Keys, good taste. Yes, I approve.
People already complained about her looking strange just with the big eyes.
That's bullshit too. That's bullshit. I
agree, it's bullshit. I think there's something wrong with that.
I like the way Alita looks. She's
They're basically
great.
bigots.
Yeah, they are.
Like, it's like her eyes are slightly bigger. Why is that so off-putting to you? She looks stunning.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
Did you get access to my C drive there, Angelus?
You know what? I think I got one too.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I have this. There's another one similar to this.
What's he looking for?
What are you looking for?
There's an octopus lips meme.
Oh, where she's like pouting her lips a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a movie Alita talking to manga Alita.
I'll probably save it as Octo Lips. Octo. You got to tag your stuff. Oh, I haven't tagged mine either. Oh, here we go. I got one.
Well, let me show Mattu's. I'm going to show Mattu's first, and then we'll get to yours.
It might be the same one.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to Angelus on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this is one.
Now, Zex doesn't have octo lips. Holy crap.
No, it does. I mean, it kind of does, and then he has more plump lips than most of the male characters.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I sent it to Angelus.
There is one Zex. You can see her lip here.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Good. I love her. I love that style so much.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun arts. The twins.
The twins definitely do. Well,
they do have
not too much.
I mean, technically they do because they are clones of Alita. But it was I noticed like their face and the way they were drawn were different from Alita despite being clones. You can see they're clones, but they have their own personality. And this is the strength of Kishiro on that. Here. You can see them here too.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god. I haven't looked at this folder in a long time. Here, you can see them here.
Yeah. Boy, Zex looks badass, doesn't he? God.
Yes, I love him. It's
Angelus has got the meme which shows that she does have octo.
All right, here comes Angelus
in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. She does have small lips compared to like a lot of humans.
Yeah.
They're small, but they're full.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Come on, Disney. Give us those damn sequels. So I guess Alita will be sad in the movie from time to time. I don't think she'll be sad all the time. It'd be like the first movie. There's a couple of places where she cries, 3 places where she cries, but I don't think it'll be overt. I don't think. You think she's going to be sweet? I'll let Blotty. Yes, I knew Blotty was going to answer that one.
I mean, she won't be as sweet, but I do hope she has some sweet moments.
Yeah. I think she'll be
She'll
somewhat.
obviously be really like, she'll be definitely very changed, and I'll be very sad.
Yeah.
I have to say this for Panini freaking. Oh, why am I forgetting her sister's name? Random Bomb. But she'll probably be sweet when reminiscing about Hugo in the next movie.
Sweet
at least
and or
one
sad.
flashback.
Yeah.
Both even maybe.
Yeah, probably bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we should see several AR units. Absolutely. All right, so we agree she'll have moments of sweetness, I think, throughout the thing. I mean, particularly when her and Figure 4 finally make that connection. You know, I think she'll be sweet. You know,
hopefully again, Jason Momoa.
Yes. Yes, I agree. What do you think? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, she's going to be vengeful, boy. She's going to be badass in these sequels, I think. That's one thing I like about her, that she can be sweet as sweet can be, but man, she can really be badass. And that's one of the things I like about the character, you know. I mean, it's
that's what everyone liked about her. She was like, she had some like femininity and vulnerability, as well as being like strong. She didn't have to be this like strong girl boss that so many of the like modern movie characters have to be.
Yeah.
Remember,
she's not that archetype.
Captain Marvel versus Alita thing.
Yeah, she's not the Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel kind of archetype.
No, she literally wakes up in this new world, in this new body. She doesn't know what is going on. She's just herself. She's just so pure of heart.
Yeah.
She's just nothing. She's just so like, she's so sincere, and that's what people loved about her.
Yeah.
And that channeled from the like creation of the character. They just wanted to like adapt the character as she was. There was nothing. It was just so pure. There was no agenda behind it or anything.
Yes. So I think she will be vengeful. She's going to certainly want to. She's going to be going after Nova, so she knows she's going to want revenge. I mean, because she's going for Nova, man. That's
going to be so cathartic.
Yeah, I mean, Nova sent that defense ring down to kill Hugo. So I mean, her and Hugo, and didn't kill her. You know, it killed Hugo, and she is going to be after his ass on that one, boy.
Who knows? Cameron might change it massively and have her like kill Nova in a big fight or something. You never know.
Yeah, you never know what that's going to be like.
If they've only got 3 movies, they might have to do something like that.
Well, I mean, in the manga, she does kill Nova, you know, but of course, Nova has that nanomite kind of cloud or network going around him that revives him or something. And she's like, God, I thought I killed you. So, you know, evidently not completely.
I wonder if Bob Iger has that as well.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the technology.
We'll find out.
Yes.
Disney Intelligence Service.
All right. Well, the last one's for Angelus. Anything else? Yeah. Ooh woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to have ooh woo. That's for sure.
It. No question.
Yep. Yeah, I think on that image on the right, she's cute, you know, I think. But to me, the image on the left, she looks more like a more of a woman, you know, or something to me. I don't know. Maybe it's me, you know, but you know, she's definitely more mature on the left looking to me. And I think Hugo thought that too when she found him in front of the cafe, and he said, "Oh wow, you look different."
Just like so thirsty.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a metaphor for puberty. She's got her adult body now and everything.
Yeah, I think so. And it feels more her, is what she said, you know. So she's kind of waking up to her, you know, who she really is, I think, you know, in that body, I think. So, but yep, our girl has uwu. There's no doubt about it.
So much uwu.
You betcha. All right. Well, let's. I don't want to spend too much time here because I don't want to steal Radio Chaos's thunder. But
I'm very tired.
Here's what I'm hoping for this year, and I've got some confidence, but we'll see.
You really think it's going to be this year? I hope so. It's another year waiting.
I'm pretty confident, but you never know. What's going to happen. But I think it's possible we're going to get a green light this year. Because I think Cameron, for one thing, will be through. He'll be through with Avatar 5. I think here in the next couple of months, 3 months maybe.
No, he's not even close to that. But yeah.
No, I don't know. He's filming it now. Now it'd be in post after that, so you might be right.
Avatar 5, Creaky.
Well, that's
literally sorry, I can completely debunk you.
Well, I'm basing
said that he was working on. He was like on post production of 3. He was finishing 3. Well, he's in the interviews with Empire. He just had an interview with Empire. He's talking about him like working on Avatar 3. He's not.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not in post though, Vladi, because I'm going by what's on IMDb is what I'm going on.
Means that it's already been completely shot and everything.
Yeah, that's
right. Not.
It means they're in editing. Well, no, wait a minute. Post. No, wait a minute. Post. You can have reshoots and pickups. You can be doing that.
Yeah. Well. Whatever. I mean, I know I'm right, but that's fine.
Well, I'm basing mine on what I see in IMDb. That's kind of, and they're pretty. They're pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah, it's not. They haven't shot Avatar 4 and 5 completely.
All right. Well,
they shot like 10 minutes of 4. So I guess that 10 minutes was in post.
All right. Well, we'll see. So anyway, also I think I'd love to see an anime for Alita come out. Another anime. The one we got now is the old 90s anime, and it's really, I like watching it from time to time. It's not, it's not as good as the movie, I don't think, but it's still Alita.
Yeah.
And the Martian, or rather the Martian memory game is pretty good. I've watched Chaos play that thing, and that's pretty good as well. But I'd like to see a more modern game. I definitely would.
How long till we can make games with AI? It was like AAA AI games. No. What if we could just put the Martian memory game into an AI filter and make it into like a
you don't know. You don't get it. This is literally my job.
Sorry,
Matthew.
This is literally my job.
Matthew, Lottie's doing that on purpose. He's triggering your.
I know, and I'm replying. I know. Don't worry.
I'm just desperate for an Alita game, Matthew.
I know. I am sorry. I fully understand, and I know that you're doing this on purpose to tease me. The sad part is that there are people online who do genuinely think like this, like, oh, if AI can do it, then why bother with humans? Because this is literally my job. I studied for this for 6 years. Please hire me. Give me a job.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, bad man. I'll relent, but I'm gonna take the philosophy of we'll see. That and someday I'll have to explain to you guys what the story of the Zen master and the little boy. So I'll tell you that story. So we'll see. Anyway, live action series that could go along with an anime in terms of being streamed. I mean, certainly the Zot could be either. I think the Zot might be better as an anime, but it wouldn't be okay with the live action. The only problem with live action is that the technology is going to be expensive, and they may not be able to pull it off as easily.
It would cost like $300 million a live action series.
Yeah, I mean that's
when you look at
the whole thing.
What was that? Some of those Disney like Star Wars shows, they had like insane production budgets. Like Andor was like 200 million or something.
Yeah,
and that had like no viewers, even though it was really good.
And that fifth bullet right there, that's contingent on some things happening. Obviously, we got to get a green light announcement, and certainly the movie's got to start being shot and stuff like that. So we probably won't see any more merch. We might see some maybe, but I think
I'm still waiting for the doll body 1-for-1 scale arm.
Yes.
Oh, it's killing me. I'm like, are they ever going to make that? If Toys Wonderland hadn't screwed me, and if they'd have just sent me one more email just reminding me, like, we need to know what you want, instead of just stealing my order, and they still haven't paid me back for that, you know, they still got like £300 of my money.
Holy shit.
It's terrible. It's criminal. Don't use Toys Wonderland. They're literal thieves.
Oh, okay.
The bad man is right here. But the bad man is right.
The ideas expressed on this stream is solely that of those participants in the stream, and not that of the Creek Indian necessarily.
What, you like Toys Wonderland?
I had to do that little. I had to do that little disclaimer right there.
I just feel like an idiot for even ordering them.
Now the last bullet is something I know is going to happen this year, because as long as I'm on this planet, we're going to be doing live streams and videos, and I think folks like Chaos will still be doing videos, and there's several others. You know, certainly we'll be doing Radio Chaos streams, and you know, we're certainly going to be operating the gaming network, the Discord server. So, you know, we got that to look forward to this year. That is one thing that is going to continue to be happening. So if any of you are kind of worried about, you know, the God that's been fired, it's been 6 years, we haven't got a sequel. Is the Creek really going to get tired of doing that? And the answer is no. I am not going to be tired of doing this. You know why? Because I like doing it. It's fun, you know. And of course, having met Rosa, you know, I'm just really that just really gave me some extra spark. Not that I needed it, but you know, hey, you know, I want a sequel for Alita, and I want to support our queen as well. So
I've met Rosa in my dreams. I think I had one dream where I met Rosa. Or was it two? I think I had 2 dreams. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks now.
Well, hopefully you'll get to meet her in real life, because she's really nice. She's
Well, it
fun.
certainly won't be at any Captain America premieres, because she's obviously not going to them.
Yeah, well, but she's really fun to talk to. I mean, she really is. Charlie and I had a blast talking to her. You know, I mean, it was, and she's really just a people person. You know, I think. You know, so it's just a lot of fun. You know, so our queen is really she's personable. You know, I think that's the main thing about her. You know, I mean, it's you know. Okay. Anyway, that's kind of what I got, guys. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
No.
Just need those sequels to actually happen.
Yeah, we got to have that sequel, Disney. And as you can see from that center image there, Alita does love her Uncle Creek, and that's because he wants a sequel. Damn it, Disney, give it to us. We all want the sequel. So, you know, come on. You know, give us a green light. There's our queen. And this was, I think Charlie shot this, took this picture of her. He went to see her on, I think, the last Saturday. She was at that play, you know, Cyrano de Bergerac. She was awesome in that play.
Was this picture taken with his tablet?
I'm not sure. I don't know if he took this.
Was.
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah. Oh, she's nice. You know, I mean,
she's probably like, why is this guy using a tablet? Does he not have a phone?
I don't know if he shot it with his phone.
He's got like a flip phone or something. So yeah, he only has a tablet which can take reasonable pictures.
Yeah. So anyway,
but bless Rosa, she was really kind to come up to you guys and talk to you.
Oh yeah, she was great. You know, I mean, and that first day she talked to us at least 10 minutes. I mean, it was, you know, it's really super talking to her, you know. So anyway, that's our queen, is she? And of course, Angelus will agree with me. He just left, of course. He or either that or his internet failed him. That's Uwu right there. And I also want to give out shout outs to El Lamont and Jesse Fisher, because they brought Screwhead to life. And that's what I want to see also in that second movie when Alita takes on Joshagon. I want Alita and Screwhead to make up and get on the same, you know, motorball team and take on Joshagon's team or something like that. and get to see Screwhead use that grappling chain again. That'd be kind of cool, you know, I think. So, and maybe Screwhead will have some lines at the next movie, you know. So,
she is
and
one of
Jones
the most deadly bounty hunters.
Yes, she is. So all three of these ladies are really good at what they do, though. That's for sure. And I tell you, if you guys could have seen Rosa at that play, you would have knocked your head off. I'm telling you, she was exquisite, magnificent, and that's awesome. I guess that's some of the superlatives I can put on it, you know. But you can see why Robert Rodriguez picked her. You know, I mean, she's just super duper as an actress, you know.
Yeah, God, can you imagine if we had any of the other options?
Oh yeah, well, a couple of them would have been okay, but I don't think they would have done what Rosa did. I think Rosa's just she's magnificent.
Rosa, as John Landau said, she was born to play Alita.
That's right. I agree.
I miss
so
John. So many people are dying. That, oh God, it's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the things that's held up, or at least has put a dent in the sequel too. I guess that's what Rosa told us. You know, that first meeting.
I've still got this. I mean, Cameron said that his son was in the movie a lot. You know, he was the guy in the bar fight, and he was also when Alita came out with Hugo's head. Yeah, he was one of the henchmen with Zapan. Yeah. So like I don't know if he's going to be producing. It'll be so lovely if he was producing the Alita sequels. Well, it's a massive blockbuster movie. It'll be a bit difficult for someone.
And if it's like father, like son too. I mean, yeah.
I know it'd be perfect. It'll be such a great passion project, like a family. Alita is such a family kind of movie in a way. Yeah. Like there was so much like passion brought into the movie, and like even the fans are almost a family too. So it's like, it'd be just so evil not to like let
we are a family. We're an extended family of the Alita Army. So anyway, I want to see these three back I want to see them in the sequel. Now, I don't think Screwhead will be in Alita 3 because there's no motorball in that thing, and there won't be any bounty hunting per se, you know, but definitely she will be in Alita 2, I think, or I'd love to see her in Alita 2, you know.
Who, sorry?
Screwhead.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
yeah, anyway, I was telling when I was watching it with my brother and a couple of friends who hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
they were very impressed that we had Screwhead on the live stream, and obviously like Calagridas.
Yeah,
and all the other megastars we've had on the stream.
Yeah, they've all been real nice too, haven't they? Every single one of them have been. You know, I mean, you know, Alita Calagridas. You remember there was that one thing that you know, Angelus was going to do the news, and I guess Maxie asked Alita if, you know, hey, you know, is it okay if we do the news first? I know you got things to do. No, and she said, no, I want to see the news. You know, so okay, wow, you know. So that was funny pre-stream with Alita Calagridas. You know, we were talking. You know, we had our cameras on, you know, and everything, and she said, am I the oldest person on this stream? And I said, lady, you ain't even close. So anyway, that was fun. You know, we hit it off pretty good there, I think. So
yeah, she said she told Cameron she was coming on and everything. So
yeah,
he knows we're knocking about. He could probably, it'd be nice if he gave us an update instead of like torturing us with news of Terminator 7.
Yeah, well, I guess he's doing his job, I guess. I don't know, you know, but I'm confident we're going to get a sequel, you know. So, and if anybody's worried about that in terms of how much money Alita made, some of those Terminator movies didn't do very well in the box office.
Alita made way more than the last Terminator movie.
Yeah, and they're getting a sequel.
Not doing more Alita if you're going to do more Terminator. Yeah. Everyone's sick of Terminator.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yep. Well, anyway, Rosa sure was nice when we talked to her. I enjoyed that a bunch, you know. So anyway, and she's just super duper. I just hope things turn out well for her in that LA fire business. You know, I hope her house.
Well, I think it's out of the woods now. I think she's all right.
Oh, she's out. Yeah, I think she's okay. She's staying with friends, but I hope her house, nothing happens. You know,
she's got a freeway. The risk was that it might cross the freeway, but I don't think that's happening now.
Yeah.
So
they have gotten control, I think, of a good bit of it. So you know, we'll
after like half the city burned down.
Yeah, exactly. Or pretty much all of Palisades anyway, Pacific Palisades.
It's
so.
like terrible. How does that happen to such a like one of the wealthiest cities?
Well,
in
if
the whole
you're
planet?
well, one of the problems with LA, see, when I was a kid, I lived in LA as a kid, and it's real dry there. You know, they don't get a lot of rain, and the humidity's low, and you know, it just a lot of things could cause a fire to start, and you know, it's just like a tinderbox in some cases. You know.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Anyway, Disney, we want to see all three of these ladies back in the sequel. That's what we want. That's what the Alita army wants. We want our queen to be successful, and she's going to have a great year this year in terms of being in 3 movies, a series, a TV series, and that voiceover
out next month, win or lose, on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Like, it's a really like not great art style, but it'll be nice for the kids.
Yes.
And who knows how much she's in Captain America 4, but it seems like she's going to be in it for a minute or two.
Yeah, I'm going to go see it. You know, I mean, I like Marvel movies. I do like them. You know, I just think that they're kind of run their course almost. You know, a lot of them. So
they're all,
you know, I think Deadpool and Wolverine did real well, but you know that's kind of been the exception lately. So you know.
That's just because it was like nostalgia. It was for all the like old Fox Marvel films, like X-Men. It was bringing lots of nostalgia back for that, and people like Deadpool because it's a fun Ryan Reynolds like jokey character.
I mean, yeah, and I mean it was Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, so obviously what's not to like about it? I mean,
they're a draw.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the end, but my brothers liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I mean, I'm just not in the mood for like comedies like that. Not until we get Alita. I refuse to laugh until we get Alita sequels. I refuse to have any joy.
Come on, Vlad, you got to laugh at something.
No joy is allowed until Alita sequels happen.
All right, Bloody. So anyway. All right, well, here's what's going to happen tomorrow on Radio Chaos. We're going to talk basically what we very briefly touched on in that one slide there, what now for Alita in 2025. And I think Maxie is going to be the host, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Angelus. I haven't seen the show notes yet. So, anyway, but we'll see. So, yeah, I know, but he might be in the chat. So I thought I'd just say that. So anyway, but we're going to have fun on that, you know, and, you know, I think Maxie last week said every year he does this. He wants to try to, you know, kind of project what we might see for Alita, you know, the coming year and stuff like that. So I think this has got the potential to be a breakout year is what I think. So we'll see, though.
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right, if you want to join us after the stream, we got the Stammtisch after party after this, and there's the link. That link, I will put that in the chat right now so you can click on it. And even after the stream is over, the link is still live. Now, we're not going to be streaming, so you don't have to worry about people seeing you or hearing you and that kind of thing. But the link for StreamYard is still active. Now, we won't be doing anything to YouTube on this, but, you know, usually we just, you know, talk about various things and, you know, just shoot the shit and stuff like that. You know, about stuff, you know, and you're just talking to us. You're not talking to anybody else. So you can join us on that if you want. The link I just put in the chat. And of course, we are the Alita Army. We are advocates for our girl and our queen. We support both of them passionately and positively. And we're holding campaigns and stuff like that. Now, by the way, you remember from a couple of weeks ago, we got Maria, that hero arm, and we've just started a GoFundMe for the LA fire victims. So, and we're going to get that, as we get that money, we're going to be putting that, you know, into the, you know, various charities. I'll find out which one, you know, that would be best, you know, I guess, or not, that there's probably several of them. And of course, that last bullet, we are the Alita Army and we are here to stay. We are not going anywhere. So Disney, if you think you're going to outweigh us, you got another thought coming. We're not giving up. You know, it's not happening. You know, the only way you would get rid of us is to give us Alita 2 and Alita 3. And then even then we might say, no, we want Alita 4. We might even do that as well.
I mean, I'll be satisfied with the Alita 2 and 3. But yeah, hopefully we get more.
Yeah. Why is this image here? Well, that image is there because I like it. And to paraphrase Gruwishka, I'm only here for our girl and the Alita Army. And of course, all of us in the Alita Army are only here for our girl and each other in the Alita Army. I just want to give one more reminder that we got that fundraiser going. That link is in the description down in the chat. Click on that. No amount is too small. If you want to do $1 or £1 or €1, you know, it's fine. You know, any amount will be greatly appreciated. And of course, the Creek's going to put $500 in there because Alita Rave has kind of egged me on to do it. So I'm gonna do that as well. You know, and you know, hopefully we can do some good there. You know, and of course, Alita Rave says he's got to run, or Dagmar Heimer.
Yeah, I think we've all got to run.
Yeah, we do. That only leaves one thing to do, and that's the call to action, and that would be on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Film those sequels, baby. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow on Radio Chaos, and we'll see you next week on the Alita Livestream. Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita Livestream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.